Well, I thought it'd be cool to do a second Sublocade video. Here's why. This is my second video review on Sublocade. Here's why I like the medication. It works. Every single day I don't have to get up, look around for what I'm going to have to use so I can feel better. I don't get sick. How am I going to wean off of this now? I'm on parole, so I gotta constantly um, give them a constant flow of pee that's clean, rather than um, oops, that was heroin, or oops, I took some morphine. Them are kind of unforgiving mistakes people make on parole. Cost people like years in time doing that. Um, so when I got out, I thought about doing some risk reduction. I get right on Suboxone. That way I can eliminate that thought. But then when I further got on to Suboxone, I wanted to take 3 a day, and then that turned into Subutex. Um, I'm in rocky living conditions, so I've had my door kicked in 3 times and robbed. So pharmacies don't want to hear, oh, my house got robbed, can I have another prescription? Um, my parole officer don't want to either. So I knew I wanted to get rid of that problem as well. Um, on top of other reasons, a lot of times my addiction, come back yelling at, saying, hey, you might want to take one more of these to feel better, or maybe you could sell one of these and get something different. Or so when I heard about Sublocade, I was kind of wary about it. I did some pretty good research on it, and here's what I got. If you find a place like where I'm going, I won't mention it here, but they give you the first shot is 300 milligrams. The second shot can be 300 milligrams, but then it goes down to 100 milligrams after that, because it had built up so much into the body that there's no longer a need to keep going with 300 milligrams after that. And then what is good about Sublocade is, say in about 6 or 7 months, I want to say, well, I want to be done with all of this. There's no reason, or there's no stepping down or weaning off of it. The actual effects of the medication, Sublocade or buprenorphine, will long last about a year, and slowly dissipate to the point where I won't even know the difference, where I won't have to withdraw or detox or any of that. So I was really excited and I really was turned right on to the idea of getting this medication when I heard that. Um, I'm on my third shot coming up next week. The first and the second one were very painful. It's like they pull it from the refrigerator, so you'd think it'd be nice and cool and cold. Um, but it's the consistency of like honey, and I swear it's like sulfuric acid when it goes in, and it takes about 2 minutes to settle and get hard. But after that, like 5 minutes after the injection, I don't feel a thing for 30 days. I don't have to, and I don't know the difference. All they expected me to be is on buprenorphine for about 7 days. So, person that's not on Suboxone probably start for about 7 days before the first injection. In fact, when I went for my first injection, they tested me to make sure I had um, a substantial amount of buprenorphine in my system before they introduced 300 milligrams of it into my system. Um, so they were pretty good about that as well. I felt no withdrawals, no, I didn't even know, like, I don't think about it. I don't think about taking, I need to take something. It eliminated the feeling of, cravings, on that, and it helped reduce cravings for other drugs as well, because most people know them cross addicted to other drugs, and so it's just not one thing, but um, covering this space for me covered a lot of other ones too, along with the fact that I also have a treatment team, and I do a lot of group counseling. I reach out more, so it's a definite combination of all of that as well. But I thought I'd do a second one. Let me know if you're on this and what you think about it. Let me know if you think you're thinking about getting on it. Um, I think it's such a good medication. I think it's a game changer for this type of addiction as well. I think there's a lot of good this will do for a lot of people. Um, you know, there's a lot of other old remedies they had, like the um, other drugs, like other than Suboxone. Um, what is it? Methadone. That shit is garbage. It's stuff stuck in your bones, and it's just as bad as worse than heroin. I think, my opinion. Um, but I think Sublocade's the way to go. Especially for me, I'm trying to get off of this stuff. I thought I did it good by getting on some risk reduction when I got out. Um, but now, as I'm doing treatment and learning a lot of other things along the way, um, I'm finding that I don't need this extra crutch and can soon get off of it. I think that's great for me. I lost a great deal of my addiction. Now I'm on parole. All the craziness of addiction and all that. I'm just lucky I'm alive. A lot of other people passed away on my bed, but I'm here, so it's a good chance to stay. Thank you. Let me know what you think.